The stories that are related in Apprehended are about our real life. You know, they're not perfect stories, whatever that is. People, if you're like me, you know, you struggle with what is faith? Have you ever thought, what is faith? I mean, outside of the sort of the definition of people, you know, that the Scripture gives us and that we're taught so often, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. But how does that apply in real life? How does that work?
What I love about this book is that it is an opportunity for us to share just an ordinary story. It's a story about ordinary people, but it becomes extraordinary because of the God infusion.
I know I struggled going through life, facing challenges and problems and difficulties, and how the ideas of faith and the application of faith work in real life.
It is story after story after story of God's faithfulness, of wrestling, of difficulties, of miracles, of suffering.
We've seen God do incredible things. We've seen God do food multiplication miracles. We've seen Him raise the dead and heal cancer and heal gangrene and do extraordinary things. But my sister lost a 12-year battle with cancer, and my children have struggled you know, intensely in their physical bodies, and sometimes it's hard to make those things make sense. And we talk about that in Apprehended.
I call it the book of 1,000 sermons. You know, there's so many great messages for anybody who reads it, but I think it challenges you to live the life that God has called us all to live, to surrender, to be apprehended by Him and Him alone.
God is extraordinary, and He can do extraordinary things in ordinary people. When you are apprehended by God and you respond to Him calling, then there's no limit to what God can do.